Okay, so say I'm a small operator, I have a cable system, maybe it's analog, maybe I've got some digital, but I want to upgrade it, I want to make sure I have HD, PVR, those sorts of things. What's the process for doing that?
Well, typically the way the process works is that the customer calls in and we ask a series of questions. We try and find out, what's the bandwidth of their current system, what's the number of programs that they currently are carrying on that system, where's the content coming from? Is it coming from hits? Is it coming from analog satellite receivers, combination of both? Are they taking in analog off the airs, digital off the airs? So basically, what we do is we analyze what they have as input sources and the current bandwidth of their cable system itself, and the number of programs that they're carrying on the current system. And then what we do is we work out a plan with them as to what they would like to have on the system for programs, and come up with a cost. And once we come up with a cost, it's not just the cost of the box, but there's also, along with that, is a deployment plan. And the deployment plan says, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to drop out, say, your high value content first, and digitize that, and then use the bandwidth savings there to put on some of the rest of the digital tiers. So normally, most of our customers have simulcasted both their analog and digital at the same time, but we work with the customer to come up with a total solution so they know what the cost is. That's really important. It's not like just buying a bunch of boxes and they arrive and, who's going to make all of this work? There's just lots and lots of issues that go into a system. At first it seems quite simple, but there's issues like the conditional access system, the subscriber management system, the emergency alert system, the over-the-cable updates to the set-top boxes. If you change the lineup for the set-top boxes, and you have to be able to manage all of that. We have to work with the EPG vendors so that the right EPG matches your cable lineup, and currently we're working with Tribune Data Services, and that's turned out to be a very good relationship. And they give us the information, and we parse that, and the set-top box provides really an interactive EPG, which is really quite handy. But at any rate, we work out at the total package. And so you know exactly what it's going to cost, and once you know that and you're buying it from a single vendor, it's also proven that you can actually get leasing companies now to lease this product. So now you can kind of look at what that is going to cost for the upgrade, all the way to each customer's location. So you can figure out, at the end of the day, you can figure out, well, it's going to cost me $3 or $5 per customer, or $100 per customer, whatever that may be, to upgrade the system from analog to digital. And it's also very important not to paint yourself into a corner. So what we've done, it's really quite an open system, and so if you start out today, your initial requirements may be just to digitize your existing analog lineup and some of your hits programming, just to get the quality of service up and free up the bandwidth. And then later on, what you want to do is you want to go the next step, which is add additional programming and look at your competitors, for instance, what the satellite operators have to offer, and you can come out with a programming guide and chart that will match the satellite operators or exceed it, and get those customers back.